My name is Carol Pickett Hull. World Eskimo-Indian Olympics is pretty much a gathering of family and culture. We're here to celebrate our culture. We're here to show our culture to the rest of the world. We encourage young ones to come here and learn, because that's how it's passed on, as we teach our younger generation about these games. My children compete now, and I hope that my grandchildren will someday learn from their parents. All the games are based on life events, like the 4-man carry, where you have to be able to pack your game back to your camp. So it's a test of strength. There's like the ear pull is like endurance to pain. That's the key word, the endurance to pain. And that's where that game comes from. If you're out hunting and you're in the winter and you get frostbitten, then you've got to be able to deal with that pain until you can get treatment for it. Eskimo stick pull is a fun game. It's a strength-based game, obviously. It's like you're out and you have a hole in the ice hunting for your seals, and you get one on there. You have to be able to pull it out of the hole.
Pull! Come on, Jared! Come on, Jared!
My name's Leroy Schengen. I've been doing the games for 18 years. I am Aleut, Russian, and Indian. I've been doing all the events, as many as I could sign up. And the reason why I do that is because I'm trying to keep the tradition going, and I'm trying to get like others involved. It's not that hard. It's about setting your mind on your goals, like trying to beat your own personal best. And that's what I do every year. Right before the match, what I think of is like, what am I doing? But when I get down there, everything just goes away. It's like I don't even think about the match. I just pull as hard as I can, and came in first place. To me, the pain doesn't hit till after the match is over. So after the pull, like, the match is over, because when I'm pulling, my ear goes numb and I don't feel anything till after the match, and you get that rush pain, and it feels like a sledgehammer hitting on the side of your head. That's how painful it is. But I'm glad for Amber Glenzel. She was there, like, she was my coach and she was my supervisor and now my friend. And now she's like my other mom. She's been there cheering me on, keep me motivated, because if she wasn't there, then I wouldn't be taking home the gold.
Hi, I'm Ron with Ron Murray Photography, and I'm photographing the World Eskimo-Indian Olympics. I've been photographing for about 2 years professionally now, and I've probably photographed several 100,000 pictures in that time. Some of the tips for taking photographs on WEIO are definitely paying attention to what's going on and watching the athletes as they compete and learning their habits and really trying to capture the moment as it happens at the peak of the moment. I like to do a lot of telephoto shots. I like really close-up stuff with a distorted background, and a telephoto allows me to do that. If you haven't been to WEIO, you have to check it out. It's especially if you live in Alaska, and I mean we're in a place where Native culture is very much a part of our everyday lives, and this is a good way to get a real solid understanding of it and see just how much different it might be than you originally had a preconceived idea about. I just love the culture. The cultural experience is just fantastic. I'm learning a whole new appreciation for the amount of detail that goes into the regalia, as well as learning traditions of different cultures throughout the state. As far as the athletics and what these guys go through, I would say more than anything is just the brotherhood. These guys, they're competing against each other, you know, formally, but in reality they're competing against themselves, trying to beat their best, and they're here doing it in front of a stage, and they just thrive on that. And you see these guys, you know, the guy that's in a race for first versus second place, he's still up helping the guy who's about to beat him for first place. Coaching him on, you know, how to do a better job and how to get it and how to beat him. And it's just amazing to see that kind of sportsmanship out of these guys. I feel much more welcome than I even anticipated. I mean, these people are just wonderful, wonderful, wonderful people. They're very friendly. They've kind of just welcomed me, and you know, to the point where I find myself mingling with the athletes and actually making some really good friends here. Okay. My favorite sport has got to be seeing these guys kick, you know, both feet in the air, and they're several feet up, and you've got nothing but floor and a guy in the air with, you know, kicking a ball, and you can just see the intense look on his eyes as he's looking at the ball. And just amazing concentration that it takes to do that and achieve those numbers that they're hitting. If they'd like to see photos from the event, they'll be posted on my website in a featured gallery, which is ronmurrayphoto.com. The thing about people is that if you spend enough quality time with them and really get to know them, you get a look into their lives and who they really are, and you get just fascinating photos, and it's just always memories for me as well as for them. I look back at those photos and I just smile because I remember that experience that I had with those people. And really I try to just have a conversation where there just happens to be a camera.
World Eskimo-Indian Olympics provides a lot. We have arts and crafts sales. I mean, you're not going to get better arts and crafts, traditional arts and crafts, other than an event like this.
That mask there is a face mask traditionally made within our culture. They've been in the making for over 100 years. The seal and the man are put together because that's the main source of the food that the people hunted at the time.
This is what sustains you in the long winter months when you consume this animal that had these what do you call ability to survive in the wintertime. When we consume them raw, it becomes part of us. Then we're able to become immune, a little bit immune to the cold, like these animals have.
One of the most important things to do is to preserve our native culture, and we do that through dance. It's wonderful that we have dance groups from all over the state. We have Native American dance groups, Alaskan dance groups, Canadian dance groups. We've had dance groups from all over come in and compete. The dance groups are here to compete in an event. There's the Eskimo dance group competition and the Indian dance group competition. This is where you bring your dance group in and you perform for a crowd. A lot of it is they're there to perform, to say we're good, we're dancers, but we're going to judge them on tradition, style. There's a lot of categories that there is a group of judges that judge the dance groups. It is a part of the competition, but it's also a part of the celebration and a presentation to the audience. Audience plays a big role. We work the audience. When I'm on the blanket toss, if the audience sees that I'm doing good, I will do better. I'm waving to them, making them a part of us. I need them as much as they need me. The blanket toss, or the Nulakatak, is a game based on celebration, on a successful whale hunt. The villagers get together and celebrate and do the blanket toss. So you have one head puller that kind of runs the blanket. They're pulling back and letting loose, pulling back, and that creates the center rhythm of the blanket. It's like a ride, like a roller coaster ride. You find a really good one and it just gets your blood rolling, and that's what blanket toss does to me. It doesn't matter whether I place or not. The opportunity to get on the blanket is a blast.
Shishida Krishiiji, Denana Ishlanchida. Hello, my name is Chris Anderson. I'm from Kenai, Alaska, and I'm Denana Athabaskan. I'm more of a variety event type of person, just because I can try it out. Say if I'm injured on my leg and I'm not able to do a high kick, I'll be able to do a stick pull because I'm experienced in that. So it's sort of an Ironman thing, just doing multiple events can help benefit you. When you first start out, you may not be good, you may be really good, but always just really try your hardest at each event because you don't know what you're going to be. Toe kick, you jump over the stick, and while you're over the stick, you're going to try to flick it with both toes on both your feet, and it has to roll straight back. It doesn't matter how far the stick goes back, but it just matters if it does go straight back.
Nowadays, all the women compete along with the men, but these were survival skills.
Okay, I'll never do that event again.
My name's Amber Glenzel. I am Koyukin, Tlingit, and Cherokee Indian. I was born and raised in Fairbanks. I have been coaching Native Youth Olympics for 11 years now, and just recently, in the last 2 years, have become a competitor myself at the World Eskimo-Indian Olympics. The events that I did this year were the Indian stick pull, the arm pull, the ear pull, the grease pole walk, and tonight I will be doing the ear weight lift. The Indian stick pull is one of my favorite events. Last year I did it for the first time in competition and I won gold, and it just has given me more of an idea of what my athletes as a coach are going through when it comes time to compete. It's very nerve-wracking for everyone that competes. I think just the adrenaline of knowing that you're going to go up against a competitor. I've done it many times in practice, and it's different when you compete, when you know that there's a medal on the line and you have so many people that you have to go through to achieve that medal. It's a very different feeling than just doing it for fun. It's tough because you have grease on the stick, and it's a very tapered stick here, whereas in Native Youth Olympics it's not so tapered. So it's a little bit harder than what Native Youth Olympics offers. And just having the slipperiness of it, you never know how big or how small the competitor that you're going against and how well they're going to do, because size doesn't matter in this. It's all in the grip, and sometimes the littlest kids can take it right out from underneath you, and it's just amazing because I've seen it happen so many times. They just pull it right out of your hands because they've got a smaller hand to grip the stick better. So it's very difficult at times, and it's you never know who's going to win that. My daughter Christina Glenzel started competing as a first grader in junior and Native Youth Olympics. And so I've been grooming her and watching her grow as a young woman. And last year, many years I've had the opportunity to come up and compete at World Eskimo-Indian Olympics, but I decided quite a while ago that I wanted to wait until my daughter reached the age of 12 to where I could compete with her. The bond that we have from competing together has just made us grow even stronger and closer together. And last year we competed in the Indian stick pull together, and she took 4th place and I took the gold. So all winter she's been really working hard in practice, trying to beat Mom in practice, and a few times she did beat me, not very often though. And this year she and I both were really prepared to come up here and go after those medals together. And she was undefeated for pretty much the entire Indian stick pull yesterday, and I was too until she beat me the first time. And then I had to go against a couple other girls, and I was able to work my way back up to the winner's bracket and go for 3rd place, and I was able to beat Marge Tabone for a chance to go against my daughter for 1st and 2nd. And the overwhelming feeling of joy and love towards my daughter and accomplishment from both of us was unbelievable when I realized that I was going to face her for the gold medal. She gave me one heck of a fight. She's a tough girl for her age, and I wouldn't have wanted to lose my gold medal to anybody but her. She worked hard this winter and she deserved it. And she won it fair and square. She definitely deserved it this year. I'm very proud of my girl. WEIO has become such a joy to come and attend, not only because of the current athletes in NYO that I know, but watching all my old athletes that I helped coach throughout the years when they were in NYO. I'm just so very proud of all of them. They, I love that they still love the sport, and I love that they still want to keep being a kid and competing, even though they're not kids anymore. It's great to see everyone from the Kenai Peninsula come up and start enjoying it and learn what WEIO is all about, because this is, I always used to think Native Youth Olympics couldn't get any better, but you know what, coming to World Eskimo-Indian Olympics, it does get better. So, and it's just great that adults can compete with the kids, and I hope that all the kids on the peninsula continue to grow and love this sport and continue to attend World Eskimo-Indian Olympics, because it only gets better when you get older.
Legs, 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 legs. And a man.
first and foremost is sportsmanship. You always have to support the other athletes, the other teams. This is not a school sport where you got to win. You have to have fun, and everybody has to mentally see themselves achieving something or going after their dream, and then your body can make it happen for you. It's your mind and your spirit, because if you have a good, strong mind when it comes to these games and you have a great spirit, the sky's the limit with these kids. So I encourage anybody that wants to try these games to go out and try them, because they're so much fun, and the atmosphere alone will make you fall in love with them.
There's my husband Gary and my son Jared doing the Eskimo stick pull.
And who do you want to win?
That's hard. I'm also an official, so on this one I'll step back. But
Who's going to win?
I'm gonna have to say, shh, Jared. No, I'm kidding.
Ready, set, pull. Come on, Jared. Come on, Jared.
When I get the opportunity to come back to my hometown in Fairbanks, and the opportunity to come together at either Native Youth Olympics or at WEIO, because I know I'm going to be loved and supported no matter who I am, and it's like a big family here. We all love each other, we all support each other, so the love and the caringness and the camaraderie is just out of this world. I wish every sport in today's society was like that, because it does a heart good knowing how much love and care is out there, and you don't have to be the best. Everyone's still going to love you here.